Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to learn about our 5 times tables. The strategy for solving the 5 times tables is using clock facts. So we learned about how to tell time on a clock, and now we're going to use that knowledge to help us solve the 5 times tables. We can also use our skip counting by 5 strategy when we're solving these times tables. When we look at a clock, we notice that it counts by 5s. So starting at the 12, when we go over to the 1, that's 5 minutes. So we can use this to help us solve multiplication. So let's try doing a problem. So first, I'm just going to get rid of that line. All right, let's try a problem. Let's try 5 times 6. Now, that should be a pretty easy one because the 6 is what we call a benchmark. So if I want to do times 6, I'm going to go to the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 6. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And I know that when the longhand is at the 6, that means it's 30 minutes past. So right away, I know that 5 times 6 equals 30. Like I said, we can also use our skip counting by 5s to solve this problem. And we know how to do those really quickly because we've been practicing them for a long time. So if I'm going to do 5 times 9, I can skip count by 5 9 times. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And right there, I've jumped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. And I ended up at 45, which means that 5 times 9 equals 45. So when you're solving those 5 times tables, I want you to remember a clock. And we can remember that a clock is separated into 4 main benchmarks. If I cut it in to quarters like a pizza. So we've got 12 here, 3, 6, and 9. We know that the 6 is equal to 30 minutes. Half of 30, so the 3 is equal to 15. And 30 plus 15 is equal to 45. And you already know how many minutes are in an hour. There's 60. So our benchmarks are 3, 6, 9, and 12. And you can use those benchmarks to help you solve any of the problems in between. So remember, when you're stuck on a multiplying by 5, you can skip count by 5s or look at that clock in your room and try to figure out where it would fall. Have a good time with this, boys and girls, and I can't wait to see your answers.